Hi, this is 99101 here. I'll be getting on video games tomorrow on Monday, so right now I'm just gonna do something that I've usually put off doing, for most cases, because most people don't really, well, the people I'm living with right now are sleeping. Yeah, they're sleeping right now, so I don't really want to wake them up. So, I'm going to do something called book recommendations for while you're in quarantine. If you're still in quarantine, I'm going to mention some authors, and if you can find them on Kindle, you'll be great. Now, one of these authors wrote a book called Felidae. I can't pronounce his name to save my life, but if you look for the book Felidae, and there's also Felidae on the Road, they're really good books. I read both of them, and quite frankly, I love it. I am going to mention to you guys, if you are a fan of the book series Warriors, you will not like this book series. I'm not lying. You won't. Trust me. The other books I recommend are Night on the Galactic Railroad by Kenji Miyazawa. I found this author back in 2001. I was just not really sure what I was reading or what I was watching until someone said it was really good. It came out in 1984 as an anime, but I found the books. I have two separate translations. One of them was from a man by the name of Roger Palver, and the other one was a woman by the name of Catherine. And both translations are really, really good. But again, it's a pain in the butt to actually find a copy. You would have to actually look online. Although, if you find it in Kindle, it's a lot cheaper for you. If you try finding a hard copy of the book, you're spending anywhere between $50 to $60 on it. So, yeah, I'm really sorry. Next book I recommend would be Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. I have been a fan of Anne Rice's work since I was this really boring 15-year-old. I guess people would think I was boring because I had my nose in a book constantly. I must have read hundreds of books since then. Next book I recommend is the Heralds of Voldemort series by Mercedes Lackey. Any of those books from the series are great. Magic's Pawn is my personal favorite. Now, I wish I could show you pictures of what I like, but I'm working on a cell phone, so what do you think? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next set of books that I would recommend. And most of them, one is called Demon in the White City. I read that, last year. And that particular author is really, really fun to read. And if you are into H.H. Holmes, historical, things about the murder castle, it's a great book to read. I read a couple of books written by Mudge's own So Many Great Grandson. Whew. Good read too. I just can't never remember the title. If you actually can tell me the title of that book, please tell me in comments right below, because I would love to hear that. Let's see. What other books can I recommend to you guys that are really fun to read during a quarantine? The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher is a great one. I read most of her books. Carrie Fisher has been kind of a personal hero of mine for a while. Back when I had surgery for something that is very, very important that I recommend to women. This is why you can get a pap smear. Yeah. She gave me the most helpful advice ever. So, yeah. I will always recommend her books to anybody and everybody, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Now, for Star Wars books, canon and non-canon, I'm going to just give you guys a great idea for a book. Bloodlines is awesome. Gray is a great author. She did a great job with it. And I'm just going to mention that right now. For new canon, it's awesome. Now, for EU fans, yes, I'm going to just address the EU fans in the room because I'm just going to say it. If you want to try the new canon, start with Bloodlines and then work your way around and just do like a little bit of a circle jerk and find it. because you'll find some books in there that are really good. Now, for the EU, I would say the X-Wing series is awesome. I can't tell you how many times I've said that the Wraith Squadron is one of my favorite of the X-Wing books. I will go on a mile about that one. If you want to read it, go right ahead. Now, next set of books I'm going to say are, again, I will recommend several books that most people will find offensive, but what can I do? Now, I have read several books that actually deal with a lot of the realities. One of them was about Jonestown, and I can't even remember the title of it because it's on my phone. So, I will tell you it's a great book series. There's some great nonfiction, fiction books out there. There's some books that I have that are on Buddhism, like the two paths or the two ways. There's also several that I've read that most people don't even recognize that are actually really good books. Another one is called The Con Artist, which is a murder mystery. If you are into the fandom life and you've been in the fandom, read that book. It's pretty good. It actually is very insightful because it takes a peek into our fan base and what our fandom is like. And when a murder mystery happens, we're pretty damn useless. Excuse the language, but yeah, we're pretty darn useless on many things. But again, those are my lists of books that I recommend to everybody during quarantine. I should have done this video sooner, but I had to compile a bunch of lists of books. And if anything, if you want to find something fun to read and you're on Facebook, go to Amazing Book Nerd Reviews, which is my personal page of book reviews, and you'll find books, manga, anything you'll find there are usually whatever floats my boat or whatever I find inspired to actually do a review on. I've been kind of limited on my access for stuff because some of the stuff on Kindle doesn't exactly translate well onto my page, so there you go. And I hope you have a good day.